The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. You feel a great force ringing from your stomach until a pool of vomit lies under your feet. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling rack.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop!
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is...
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such You will see.
The language these kids are using.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno!
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that.
Fast. This kid...
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what...
The kid moves his hands like a basketball.
Kuno doesn't...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take... I'm going away for a long...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Stay away from me, pig! You don't want to see... I'll die before I squeal. What's this kid shit?
Get the fuck out of...
So it's a girl. Interesting. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing materials. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vatna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, because it's nice and orderly, well, rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful.
There is stress and unease behind.
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly, but we've been doing fine so far. They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses. Of course, sir.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you...
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a... Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtain, just as you're about to pull apart the curtains.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you, it's parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't...
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
No! Please just talk to me, officer.
Talking is always good. You see a tattered set of curtains and a...
Nothing. Why aren't you...
She speaks almost... Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtain, you see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash.
I warned you. You're unleashing force...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets. Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo. Ow. Shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright? This looked...
What is going on there? Are you really... I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. It's still locked and closed, covered in...
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Then you are not that far behind, actually. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but a security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The Dock Workers Union is... That's right. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a... Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19...
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Extremely.
It can still be an otherworldly sex He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good. Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul, so was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an it's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist,
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak...
a point of pride to him.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking...
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need...
The lieutenant produces his small... We all have our different mediums.
Good. Let's change the subject.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same... A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales.
Oh, crime, robberies, murders. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach...
The plaque on the shelf reads, Biographies of Famous People. You see a large variety.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's a very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law of... The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understanding. Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
Certainly. It's...
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside. Browsing through all the books with all their... Suddenly, a high-speed love. Next to that.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading... I'm sorry, I did not mean...
Browsing through all the books. Suddenly, high-speed...
I really must insist... I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside. The maps look old and faded. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alam disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on on Caillou, Revachol. 850 million people live on these little dots. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and connections to other worlds. Words past the ins. You have little idea. Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. The north coast of a verdant to the east, Huron. This large map displays ozone disintegrating into mathematics. In the northeast, a dust mite on Caillou, 850 million people. The ocean breaks connections. You have little idea. Perhaps they are gods. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. Still, it's detailed.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of that old thing. It's an out-of-date map from when some design...
The place does not look like a successful...
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them. Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her... Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
the woman before you scans the store. Her shoulders. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual said, why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you...
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking...
These manly men are playing balls. This is a... No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it. The cold metal ball is already your muscles are. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there. An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 20.
What the hell is your problem? You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque.
Take it easy, René. This is just a miss.
Of course there's harm done, you iron slug. You are as a goddamn bull. A fine example you are setting here today, officer.
It's okay, officer. Forget.
The lieutenant says nothing, but his
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about in Martinez. The union is the law. So can you... Cop is a pejorative term.
he doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing. This Post Levantorie mail collection, a faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny, the mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork vapor emanates from the large engine on the back. This must be the infernal machine that in the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled the soft purr of electrical kitten.
This is Precinct 57. Hello.
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 40...
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How...
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's
Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5, this is for...
The man uses relay.
10-4, message received, 10-5, relay message. 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn...
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you...
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He's asking you to stop.
Of course it's serious.
Satellite Officer Wittmar concurs. Losing your badge is serious. Over. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got...
What's going on?
Supercop here.
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. Okay, it's gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying? Over the phone?
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him...
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. 10-4, I hear you.
What does he want now?
He's asking for my...
Is he
I don't think he...
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just...
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.